Where's your devotion? Where's your devotion? Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Maddie Tarot. I'm Maddie, and today we're going to be doing a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Alright, so this is a general reading for November 1st through 15th, 2022. Keep in mind it's just general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. It will not resonate for everybody from front to back. You may need to swap roles throughout the reading. I am just reading energy and deciphering a story the best I'm able from those messages. So swap roles as necessary. Do not stretch or overextend yourself to make it fit. If it's not your story, it's not your story. And check your other placements because your messages could be there. Okay, so I have pre-shuffled, I have cleansed the space, cleansed the decks, and I have meditated on the collective conscious of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right? So, what does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know? Sagittarius, let's see. One card for you, Sagittarius. We've got the Four of Cups. And a card for the person on your mind. The Devil. Past energy. The Eight of Wands. And present energy. The Four of Swords. Okay. Intuition for Sagittarius. Seven of Pentacles. And challenge. Sagittarius's challenge. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Sorry, the deck is in French, so I'm still learning the words. Queen of Swords. And then we've got your advice. The Hanged Man. The person on your mind, their next move, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, their next move. The Ace of Cups. Bias or caution for Sagittarius. Bias or caution. The King of Swords. And then guidance. Sagittarius guidance. The Empress. Okay. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Alrighty. Oh, let's pull a crystal card. Oh gosh. Don't drop those. Alright, let's pull a crystal card for Sagittarius. Let's see. Ulexite. Alright, so Ulexite is this clear, beautiful stone can magnify almost anything placed under it, bringing things such as visions and dreams into focus is one of its most powerful traits. Extremely useful in meditation, gazing into the stone can help you see what is in another's heart. Okay, so Sagittarius, I am getting, just from this alone, that you are having trouble seeing if someone's genuine or not. You don't know how they feel. You're wondering if they are genuine, if the words they've said to you if they mean them, if maybe you've had fights with this person, you might think that something they've said has contradicted something they said previously, and you're just wondering what's the truth about this person and this connection at this time. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Alrighty. So on your end, Sagittarius, it looks like, and remember, swap roles as necessary, but on your end, it looks like you are having trouble seeing the positive here. There's something that is very much upsetting you, and you're looking at the glass half empty, maybe. And maybe this is due to something in the past that, something didn't change in the past that you wanted it to change, or maybe you just are angered or annoyed for some reason. Let's clarify this. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Ten of Cups. Yeah, so it looks like you had a wish or a dream of obtaining something with this person, something committed, something special, long term, and loving. And maybe something happened, and you view this person as, I'm getting you view this person as toxic, and it kind of is, it's upsetting to you because you did want something more. You just maybe weren't ready, but this person, and you have not seen eye to eye and have had some sort of falling out. Clarify the devil on on the person on Sagittarius's mind's end. Clarify the devil. Clarified by the Knight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Wands for the past energy. Clarify the Eight of Wands. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine of Wands. Eight of Wands clarified by the Nine of Wands, and then we got the Four of Swords for the present energy clarified by Judgment. Okay. So you wanted something. You're not looking at the situation very happily right now, and it looks like you wanted this partnership, this commitment, this loving union with this person, maybe to build a family with them, maybe there was talk of marriage or some sort of moving in, maybe there was just talk of life partnership, whatever it may be, but you're not seeing it very happily at this time. Four of Cups. This person wanted to give you love, and but you viewed it as toxic. Oh, you viewed it as toxic, or maybe this person had some toxic behavioral patterns. Maybe you both did. Maybe there's something that you weren't seeing here. Maybe they were trying to give you their cup, and you, the memories you had with this person didn't allow you to see the happiness there. The Ten of Cups. It only they wanted to give you the Ten of Cups I'm giving, and you very much were discontent with that and apathetic toward it, maybe because of something in their behavior and maybe something they said, maybe some something you saw as clingy or too much, or just weren't ready to handle. In the past, it looks like there were talks of change, changes of behavior, changes of the way you guys interact with each other, the way you guys talk to each other, but it kept coming to a point where it's like you kept getting hurt, or they kept getting hurt. You both kept hurting each other. You guys kept on this trail, or this path, though, chugging along. Nine of Wands here is the wounded warrior, so it's like these changes would come, and then something would just happen again that you would get hurt. And the wounded warrior, they are hopeful still, but there's some sort of pain, and it's largely on your mind. That's in the past energy. Current energy right now, it looks like you're resting. Four of Swords. You're taking a rest. You're on break with this person. You're not, I'm getting here, no contact situation, and you're kind of going inward. You're maybe awakening to something, maybe looking a little more objectively at the situation instead of subjectively. Maybe removing your ego. There's some sort of accountability that is being taken here, or possibly there's the blame game going on. Judgment usually talks about ourselves, and so it's like taking accountability, or we could be blaming others and when we need to take accountability. But typically the awakening that comes along with judgment would show us where we are doing that. And I think the resting period here is something that you're currently looking right now how to take accountability for your side of the situation and understand from a new perspective. Okay, so let's go on here. Your intuition, Seven of Pentacles. Your intuition is asking you. I'm getting here based on the rest of the reading to put some sort of effort forward. You know, you got to ask yourself, what does your heart want? Your mind might come in and tell you one thing, but if your heart is hurting, that is a sign that you gotta think differently about something. Because if your heart's hurting and your mind's telling you, you know, this person's no good, or opposite, let's say your heart's hurting and you really want this person and you think like, oh, but you're like, they keep hurting me. You know, that's what you got to really, really weigh it with is like, is your heart hurting because of a trigger, or is it because this person is actually trying to hurt you? You know, we get in conflict sometimes and we mistake people's anger for them intentionally trying to hurt us, and sometimes they may do or say things that do, but it's like you have to understand underneath anger is pain. So are we hearing out each other? Are you guys hearing each other out, or is this something that you guys are running on autopilot in result of out of a result of getting triggered and not looking at your side of the street? Your intuition's asking you to put some effort into this, or it could possibly be saying put some effort into looking into this introspection. But let's see. Clarified by the star. Hope. Put some effort into finding that light, that shining light, that hope, that serenity. This is also about your life path. And earlier there was the Ten of Cups here. It's like you want something deeper with this. Are you, you know, and then right here, it allows you to see into someone else's heart. Are you following your heart? Are you wanting to have hope, but having trouble finding that? Having trouble maybe forgiving? Something here is plaguing you, and your intuition's trying to tell you something. Your challenge is the Queen of Swords. Your challenge is boundaries. I'm getting here based on this reading, based on the rest of the cards in the reading. Maybe you know, fell short at setting proper boundaries and are using emotional walls to replace your boundaries. And, you know, sometimes we use emotional walls and we think they're protecting us and we think they're boundaries. But what the difference is an emotional wall serves to keep somebody out or something out, while a boundary is something that is drawn in the sand and is negotiable and should be respected. Boundaries can shift. Emotional walls stand firm and do not budge. Boundaries protect us and allow us to still connect and be vulnerable. Emotional walls do not protect us. They do not allow us to connect, and they do not allow us to be vulnerable. So ask yourself, are you setting emotional walls or boundaries? And I believe here it's saying you didn't set proper boundaries and got yourself into a situation. Yeah, Two of Swords clarifying. You got yourself into a situation where you felt stuck and you didn't know what to do, and then you had to go into defense mode. And emotional walls will often keep us in defense mode. Your advice here is to, the Hanged Man, your advice here is to take a new perspective on this, is to look at something differently. And keep in mind, if this isn't resonating, flip it, swap the roles. And if it's still not resonating, it's not your story. But I don't mean to be coming at anybody at all. I truly am, you know, I do this to help, and my intention is to provide you with it might be harsh truth at times, but I try to deliver it with as much care and empathy and tact as possible. You know, I understand. So your advice here is to take on a new perspective, though. Your perspective is valid. And you got to ask yourself, did this person try to understand your perspective? And maybe there's something here that stopped you from accepting their their willingness. Um, you know, you got to look in your heart, Sagittarius, and ask, what, where is this pain stemming from? Is it really this person, or is it something previously that existed before this person that I am now attributing to this person because they have triggered every last piece of it? You know, so ask yourself that. But your advice here is to take a new perspective on. Let's see, clarified by Knight of Wands. And then your person's next move, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, is Ace of Cups. They want a new beginning with you. They want a new beginning in love with you. Clarified by the Emperor. Yeah, they want you back. Okay, so we got effort into putting hope or bringing serenity back to yourself, to this situation, to your life, to, you know, it could, any of those things. The Queen of Swords here, are you setting boundaries or emotional walls? And I think you were putting up emotional walls, and they kept you stuck. That kept you indecisive, indecision, in fear, between a rock and a hard place, not moving, stalemate, gridlock. Your advice here is to take on a new perspective. Let something go. I believe something that you're supposed to let go is this rebellious energy. You don't like to be told what to do. And when you feel like you're being told what to do, you rebel. You become stubborn. You dig your feet in, you dig your heels in, and refuse to budge. Spirit's asking you to reconsider how you're looking at the situation, and ask yourself, was this person really telling you what to do? Or were they trying to connect with you? Were they trying to understand you? Were they trying to tell you their perspective while also being open and respectful of yours? Or did it rapidly deteriorate due to defensive emotional walls that were put up? Ask yourself these questions. Your person's next move, they want structure and stability with you, Emperor, and they want it in a new love. They want intimacy, they want vulnerability, closeness, new love, opportunity with you. And it looks like they are willing to go get it. The Emperor is, someone of action. They're willing to go get that, or, move toward you for this. But I'm getting here you guys are in no contact right now. Your caution and bias here, King of Swords. I think it's saying yeah, the message I'm getting is that you are largely in your head, not listening to your intuition. You're not following your heart. You are in your head, and you are making logic and reason the sole decider here, and it is keeping you. Like, you have to ask, you can't consult, okay, you can't consult Verizon for your T-Mobile bill. You could talk to them both about cell phones, but only one knows some information. So you can't consult your mind for your heart. You have to feel your feelings, feel what your heart wants, feel what your body is asking for, and then bring your mind along with it and be reasonable. Be willing to question yourself. Your caution here is to not make logic and reason and rationale out of all your feelings. You're maybe intellectualizing your feelings and your emotions. So that may be what's at play here. Let's clarify. Yeah, the High Priest. Yeah. The Hierophant is asking, what... Here, I'll get into that 1 second. The Empress is your guidance, clarified by... the Empress. Empress clarified by the Empress. Okay. King of Swords. Logic. Reason. Mind over heart. You're all in your head right now. The Hierophant. Deeper commitment, knowledge. This is sometimes conforming, following the standard. I think what you are, it goes hand in hand with the Knight of Wands up here with the Hanged Man, looking at something from a new perspective. and maybe you're rebelling against that at this time. It's giving that maybe you're making, this is in your bias section, mind you, so you're bringing logic in and intellectualizing all your feelings to say, maybe you have this idea of like how the message I'm getting is that you may believe in like a fairy tale type love. You may believe in like happily ever after, and like everyone, you're gonna meet the one day, and you're gonna, everything's gonna be good, and it's not gonna be hard. It's not gonna be difficult, and if we fight, we're not meant for each other. Blah 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 blah. That's a fairy tale. None of that's real. Relationships are hard. Life is hard. It's a miracle to find somebody who wants to spend that with you. And you got to be willing to look at yourself and clean up your side of the street. And you got to be willing to, you can't change other people. You got to change, all you can do is change you, and then either accept them, or, you can discuss and tell them, what you're looking for, what your desires are, what you would like, work together as a team. But what I'm getting here is that you may intellectualize your feelings so much that you think that like love is perfect, and love's not perfect. And this is your bias here. Looking at the knowledge you've obtained around what love is essentially. And love is a choice, love is a decision, and it is built, it is not found. Your guidance here is double Empress. Your guidance here is to nurture something, nurture the situation, nurture yourself, give love, bring new life into something, birth the start of something new. This is a very giving energy. I'm sorry, receiving energy, and it's a very nurturing and loving and caring energy. So the Empress here I'm getting is asking you to tap into that feminine side. We all have divine masculine, divine feminine in us. So regardless of gender or gender non-conforming, tap into that feminine part of you, that feminine energy, and bring that loving, nurturing hand um, to the situation. Whether or not you are in contact with this person, or want to be in contact with this person, or move toward or away from this person, you want to bring a loving hand to nurture the situation, because it helps you too. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck, which you don't, I'm sorry, at the bottom of the deck, we've got, what was it? Valet, that's the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups, again, the deck is in French, so I'm sorry. Page of Cups. It looks like you might be offering a small offer to this person. It looks like you might be coming forward to tell them something, or possibly they could be still trying to get a hold of you. It seems like this person has been, they didn't want this to end, and it looks like you needed some time. So it does look like if you want this person back in your life, or you want to fix the situation, if you feel any type of way about this, that it could possibly be something, regardless of what your brain is doubting and saying, go talk to them. Okay? So Page of Cups. Let's get some guidance messages for you. Let's see. Sagittarius. Sagittarius guided messages. Internal guidance. Lovers. This is a special bond. This is a special bond you have with this person. I think you know that. Innocent. They didn't mean to hurt you. They didn't mean to hurt you. You're being asked to take a new perspective. Forgive them. You're being asked to forgive them. Sagittarius. They love you. And who am I? You're being asked to look at yourself and what you want. So Sagittarius, this person is madly in love with you. It shows on every point of the where we touch on them in the reading. There's a cup. Yeah, there's a cup here, the Knight of Cups and their energy. There's your intuitions telling you that this is part of your destiny, life path, the star. You've got the Ten of Cups here, how you think about them. You're just upset. You've got the Ace of Cups here, and they see you as the Emperor. And then you've got the Hierophant and your bias, maybe being and then the Knight of Wands here, the rebelling against committing or something with them. And then you've got the Empress double in the guidance, which, is the divine counterpart of the Emperor. This person is completely madly in love with you, and this is a very special connection. And you're being asked to judgment up here, present energy. Take a rest and look at yourself and facilitate this awakening, and maybe get some new Lexite so you can peek into this other person's heart and really know. I feel like you're having doubt about how they're feeling, and I can tell you they love you. And really just try to go inward in regard to this time. They did not mean to hurt you, innocent. You're being asked to forgive them, and you're being asked to look at yourself a little deeper and really define, what do you want out of life? What do you want to be? People are not going to remember the amount you worked, how much money you made. They're not going to remember what car you drove. They're going to remember the way that you made them feel. And you have the power to change that at any time. Okay? So this is all I have for you today, Sagittarius. I really hope it helped. Thank you.
Feel like we've reached a crossroads. Ooh, don't you hate them ultimatums? But we need a revelation to save us. Stuck in the moment, it seems. The more I think, the more I don't know. I'm looking for a sign. Where's your devotion?